This is Ross Marquand, and you're listening to Best Threesome Ever.
Welcome to Best Threesome Ever, a podcast discussing all things revolving around nerdy pop culture. Probably not what you were expecting, but it's just as fun. Now here are your hosts, Nick, Rob, and Kevin.
All right, here we go. Best Threesome Ever, episode 174, brought to you by Jaybird Wines. I'm Nick.
I'm Meghan.
I'm Kevin.
And I'm Nikki.
Hey.
We have a friend, a returning friend.
I'm back.
Return of the friend.
Yeah, friend.
Yay, friends. We have friends. We have friends, people.
And this time, hopefully, can supply more opinions than was
Yeah.
able to last time.
Yeah. That was real fun. Like, hey, talking podcast. I'm going to just literally.
Well, and sometimes you.
Silent.
Well, it was a pleasure having you, Nikki. Come back real soon.
Yeah.
Glad you're back. And then you can share your opinion. Because there's a lot of stuff that has happened. A lot of stuff that that you cosplay.
Yeah, I can talk about things.
You can.
Yeah,
I'm so glad.
me too.
So, should we start with what should we start with? What we're watching, what things that are
Start with
so much has happened.
Start with what we're watching. Did you two do your
I
homework?
did my homework.
Did my homework. Even Nikki did the
I
homework.
did homework.
You did the homework.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So funny.
I only watched the
Yeah.
first episode, but
Yeah. Well, I
the whole
didn't. I
damn
didn't
thing.
realize the whole thing
Yeah.
was dropping.
Oh, I watched the whole damn
You
thing.
watched the whole damn.
What?
Well, I only watched.
the whole enchilada.
Well, because I was out of town this week.
Ah,
I didn't want to watch the whole
right.
thing last night at
Yeah.
going until
Yeah.
5 a.m. So we
Right.
did the first 2 episodes.
Okay.
I did the first episode and part of the second because I was just like, oh, you go, and then I'm like, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I should go.
Right.
Yeah, I was at like episode 4 when I hit that point. I'm like, oh, it's 1 a.m. I should probably go to sleep. And then I don't work during the day.
So as a bit of context, we're talking about the new Fallout
Yeah.
TV series on Amazon.
Okay.
Yeah.
I went into it knowing, I've said it before on the podcast. I'm not a gamer. I haven't really played a lot of video games. And I was immediately sucked in by this. And I loved it. The way the onion layers come apart throughout the whole season, because I watched all 8 episodes, because like I said, I was hooked.
Yeah.
Like I was just the way everything ties together. I'm blown away. I absolutely 1,000% see it, watch it, live it.
Yeah. I haven't seen, I didn't know much about Fallout either. And I mean, other than what I've kind of seen over the years with, clips and stuff.
Yeah.
But I know nothing about the game. But I am absolutely hooked by this series, and I love the look of it. I love her, the one of the main characters, Lucy, who I thought at first her last name was McLean. I'm like, did they just literally steal this from Die Hard? That's his daughter's name is also Lucy McLean. Yeah.
Oh. I didn't put
It's
that down.
McLean, M-A-C.
But I guarantee it.
Yeah.
I guarantee that is like somebody was like,
Probably.
I had thought that at first too.
Right.
So I think it's like a little, and plus the Muad'Dib is her dad.
Yeah. Sure is.
Oh
I
my
was
gosh.
like, is that Kyle MacLachlan?
Yes, yes, it is.
It is. And
Captain.
I should also say that if the audio sounds a little different, I got a new soundboard, so we're first episode with a new soundboard, so it might be a little weird. Anyways, until I fine tune it. Yeah, it and how and I don't know if it's in the video game or not. Kevin, probably you could talk about it.
At great length, whether you want me to or not.
Fine,
Same
perfect.
as
Actually,
everything.
like
Okay,
how they're
cool.
just so nonchalant about. Oh yeah, messing around with your cousin is all fun when you're young kids.
God.
But I want the real thing. I'm like,
I was screaming. And I was like, ah.
I was like, she was like, I liked doing all that cousin stuff. And I was like,
Well, when you are a generational vault and options are very
guess,
limited,
yeah.
it's 200 some odd years later. I mean,
Exactly.
you would imagine that you probably are related to most of them.
Yeah.
so there were it is. I'm going to try and construct my thoughts here. While it doesn't follow any of the specific games,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. It takes pieces from a lot of them, especially the first one and the
many are
third
there?
one.
There's like 12,000.
Well, of the primary games, there's 1, 2, 3, New Vegas, 4, and 76.
Okay. 6.
There are also a few offshoot ones here and there, like Tactics, Brotherhood of Steel, which we don't talk about, and then just the Brotherhood of Steel, a Fallout game, which we definitely don't talk about.
Oh yeah.
Those don't really count, but as far as like the main canonical games go, there's the 6. And so New Vegas is a lot of people's favorite, myself included. It's probably in my top 10, I would say. And this series does a really good job taking things from the game. Like when she was talking about like all of the things she did, she was literally listing off traits and specialties you get in the character creation.
Oh no.
That little inhaler that guy took,
Yeah.
Yeah.
jet.
Yeah.
There was a fun, really hard to get gun that you could see in the Vault Tech ladies store that was hanging on the wall.
Yeah. That really big one.
Yeah, before she ended up grabbing the trank gun.
Yeah.
The junk jet, which is you just put random shit you find.
Yeah.
Because you always pick up junk everywhere.
Right. Yeah.
And that was how the guy died with a baby leg in his chest, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yep. God damn it.
I was like, oh, that's okay. All right.
So just a lot of Fallout staples like the German Shepherd or Maltese or whatever.
Pretty sure it's a Belgian Malinois.
Yeah. So
CX404, I would die for her.
for real though,
Literally would die for that.
and she can be called CX404 all she wants. Her name is Dogmeat.
Yeah.
Because that is what your dog is always named across all of the Fallout games.
Oh.
As you you come across a dog, the dog's name is Dogmeat. He is the best companion. No matter who you end up picking up to escort with you, you pick the fucking dog. Because he or she is always the very best Bozers, McDozers, Tozers.
Yes.
So I am 2 episodes in, and my dear God, Walton Goggins.
Oh my fucking God.
The yodeling like track that plays every time he's on screen.
Yeah.
That's him.
Oh my God.
Is it?
That's him.
Wow.
Okay. I have a thing that I screenshotted.
Was it that one dude's wiener right before they had sex?
No.
Okay.
His wiener was there?
For like a second. You saw oh yeah, you
Good
split second
rewatch, got it.
split second of PP.
Cool.
Missed it.
The free the PP movement
Is
Strikes again.
strikes again.
So
Free Willy.
yeah.
Mhm.
Apparently, the key to a good video game show adaptation is having a girl dad tragically lose their daughter and spiral into a ruthless post-apocalypse murdering machine.
Yep.
Yeah.
I literally was like,
And
Last
so-
of Us,
I
anyway?
was like, oh, so he's this series' Joel Miller.
And,
Okay.
and that's what I was gonna say is Last of Us followed the story of The Last of Us to a T.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
This one is borrowing from lots of the games, but it's still Last of Us in
Right.
terms of how well it's being adapted.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You look at this and you're like, fuck me, this is Fallout. Like the yaoi, I can never remember. It's the Asian term, Chinese term for a bear, but that's what they're called in Fallout. That
Oh.
giant,
Oh, the weird,
the bear
fucked up
creature.
bear-looking thing.
Mhm.
radiated.
Radiated
Spoilers.
bear.
Just kidding.
That is exactly how goofy it looks in the game, and they're exactly that terrifying.
Yeah.
My favorite part was when Lord Titus was running away, just going.
Oh my God. Michael Rappaport
Michael Rappaport.
shows up randomly and stuff. Like he was in.
And he can continue to do that.
Yeah, no, I love it. He was in Only Murders in the Building, season 2. Yeah, season 2. And just steals the scene. He's just fun.
Now, Nikki, have you played much Fallout? No.
No, sorry. You can't hear a head shaking.
No, you really
Sorry.
can't.
No is the answer because I have an expensive hobby already, and if I play games, that's another expensive hobby. Yeah, I know.
Not
I know.
cheap.
Well, I don't know if it still will be by the time this comes up, but right now Fallout 76 is free on Prime Gaming as a sort of a celebration of the
right.
show, because that's the multiplayer one. That's the one you can play online with friendos.
Oh, okay.
Expensive hobby also means hobby that takes up all of my free time. So
Definitely get that. Well, that's also for everybody else who
yeah, free game, guys. Go find that.
When Fallout 76 first came out, sucked shit in hell.
I was gonna say I feel like people weren't enthused with it.
The most enthusiastic people was about the trailer, which had "Take Me Home, Country Roads."
Yeah.
But it was not good because it had like no NPCs, like so no quests. You had to sort of find the story on your own, and people were like, "This is not
Right.
fun."
Yeah.
But now they've put in all the NPCs and quests and a main storyline you can follow, and so it's
So speaking of music, holy shit, this 1950s soundtrack.
30s,
Wow.
30s to 40s
Yeah.
shit is.
Oh my
is
god.
all of these songs are taken directly from the games
yeah.
and the
And
radio you can listen
really?
to on your
That's
Pit-Boy.
the
Oh, I love
only
that.
thing I know about the games is because I listen to the playlists on YouTube somewhat regularly. They're beautiful songs.
Oh, yeah.
Wonderful music.
It just
The I Don't Want to Set the World on Fire
Yeah.
is basically like the theme song of Fallout.
yeah. I can
It's
see
in
that.
almost all of them, and
The-
it's as soon as you hear that, you're like,
And from a filmmaker's point of view, like the whole like when they're in the the thing, what's the word I'm looking for?
The vault.
The vault.
Vault.
Yeah.
High words.
Sure.
Like I was watching that thing and I'm like, what a brilliant thing that you could just like, okay, so the background's projected, and so you could have these sets that probably don't cost a whole lot, but look great and fit the mood of the entire thing. And I'm just like, that's brilliant.
yeah, from a
Fucking brilliant.
from a set boy perspective, you're just sitting there going,
Want that-
oh my god, they did so good.
Want that projector.
This right here looks incredible and just like the game, and it was probably very cheap.
So
Yeah.
I know I saw someone who posted about stuff before they were supposed to, and yes. So foam, a lot of foam is
Yeah.
my
Oh, yeah.
understanding.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
I don't.
goody.
Yeah, I don't know for sure because maybe I just imagined it all. Maybe it was a fever dream. Who knows?
And
But I'm hoping I'm right and that it actually is who I think it is. And
yeah, it probably is. And was I'm assuming the film Breaking Burning Out was supposed to be very reminiscent of the
Brilliant.
Yes.
Where it looked like the nukes
Yeah.
all over again. I was like,
Oh,
that
yeah.
was so clever because Saber and I were texting during
Right.
the
Yeah.
show, and I was like, fuck me.
Yeah.
not only that, but the nukes, like, okay, they drop one nuke, okay, and then you drop another, like right at the beginning.
Usually drop it like
and then they drop
3 or 4.
two, and then you're like,
Oh, boy.
that sucks. And then
Great.
5 more later, you're like,
Yeah.
They dropped it like it's hot.
yeah. I'm like,
Uh,
that scary.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Well done.
that was and also in going along with the times and
Yeah.
why the guy didn't want to give the thumbs up, that was a very real thing. And I'm just like, but they kind of altered it a little bit, obviously, because the robot, in the 50s, unless, whatever, but it was,
That's
a different alt 50, whatever. But the whole idea of all of that and the whole scare of the nuclear threat that was in the 50s was just, it was so good. And like I said, I don't know if the game is like that, but if it is, I kind of want to play it now.
I would suggest starting with 4.
Can you start in the middle of it, or?
So all of these games, while connected in universe, are not connected in stories.
Oh,
Each game is its own like anthology
Thing.
story. You
Okay.
follow a different person who is traveling across the wasteland for their own reason. In the first 2, you were just leaving the shelter to find supplies for the vault and bring it back, but you got sidetracked by shenanigans, as one does.
oh my god, there's a line about that. Like
In
episode 4
Fallout
or
3, your dad, Liam Neeson, has to leave the vault for mysterious reasons, so you also leave to go find him.
All right.
76, there's no vault. I mean, there's vaults, but you don't come from one. You
Yeah.
just get clobbered over the head by a gangster, and you're real cross about that, so you go and so you can beat the shit out of him.
Murderate people.
And then in the 4th one, that was the one where it starts in the past, and you watch the world get nuked before. It was spoiler alert, even though it's the first 5 minutes. And then you go into a vault, and your husband or wife, depending upon which gender you choose, gets killed, and your baby is taken from the vault while you're
Hey.
supposed to be in cryo.
Ah.
Again, this is all still the first 5 minutes.
Good lord.
And so you go to find your son who's been kidnapped. So they all have varied reasons, but and there are characters who will show up across them, like the ghoul
Yeah.
who is like a nice ghoul is always part of the story.
I can't wait to see more about his story in this.
Oh my
They're
god.
clearly supposed to be the same guy that's
Yes.
been alive since
Yeah.
Yep.
300
Ghouls,
years.
The guy who first talks to you in the beginning of 4.
Right.
Another spoiler, I guess. But the guy who talks to you in the beginning of 4, who's like, "Oh, you're on the list to be in a vault because you guys paid a shitload of money and
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
like that." And he's how you get like, he's how you kind of set up the tutorial sort of a thing. But after, like, they won't let him into the vault, even though he's like the Vault Tech representative. They're like,
Yeah.
"Nope, you're not on the list." He's like, "What are you talking about? I am Vault Tech." But so he's in your town when everything gets nuked, but you find him 200 years
Oh,
later in the future
weird.
after you're unfrozen.
Yeah.
Ghouls don't
There's-
die. They're,
So these
their irradiated skin makes them last a
Vault-
long time.
Yeah.
Vault people are they were frozen, or were they just
No.
continued?
Each vault is like a different shtick. So they were
okay.
all experiments. Some are like Silo. If anybody watched the Silo series,
Yeah.
Um,
I haven't watched it, but yeah, they go into that. There's a whole like I don't really
Just
want
a multi-
there's a multiple, so like the vault that Lucy comes from is owned by Vault Tech. There's others that are owned by different companies,
Okay.
and
in the game, it's just Vault-Tec owns
Yeah.
everything.
yeah. Well, I think Vault Tech technically owns them, but there's like, it's like I don't want to tell you, but I kind of want to tell you. It's like there's a scene where there's like a bunch of head CEOs of the big companies in the U.S. and the Vault Tech people are like, yeah, our sales are down, but we were gonna, give you guys however many however many vaults, and you guys would control that vault and you could do whatever weird social experiments you wanted in those vaults once the world is over. Yeah, it's real fucked up.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
real fucked
So,
up.
and that's
guys.
exactly what they were in the game. Each
Yeah.
vault was a different like social experiment. So some
Oh.
did the cryogenic freezing people until the Earth is clean again. Some were just multi-generational families.
Yeah.
Some were basically turned into like workshops.
And they go and there's a really cool scene where there's just like shooting out ideas. They're like, we could pump the air full of psychotropic drugs. We could do this. We could have
use people's brains to make synths, that kind of thing.
Yeah, we could have an entire society run by the robot that we're developing that delivers milk right to your door. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Just it just underscores the whole like theme. Like one of the biggest themes I think in this is that corporations don't give a fuck about human life. They do not give a fucking shit.
Prime is really good about like doing shows like that.
Oh, yeah.
The boys too. Like
Oh yeah.
Boys too.
Which is funny.
Another show for the woke agenda.
Which is funny because of the movie. I forget who directed it, but Civil War that just came out.
We're seeing that tomorrow.
Yeah.
All the reviews are.
I don't care.
They're like, oh, I don't care either. I'm definitely going to see it, but I'm not going to rush out to see it because they're like, you would think that a movie like that would have a lot of like commentary on today's social everything, and everyone's
Yeah.
like, it doesn't. It falls
Oh.
flat. It's vapid. They use the word vapid.
Oh.
The only time I've ever used the word vapid is in our show. And to hear somebody else say it's vapid, I'm like,
Huh.
first of all, I do understand that word. Thanks to our show because we were educational at the Renaissance Festival.
Rather vapid crime.
Oh man.
Right. But like, they just everybody's like, it had an opportunity and it dropped the ball. I know.
I'll let you know because like I
Yeah,
said, I'm seeing it
please
tomorrow
do.
night. So
Please do. Text me when you're done and let me know.
working from home tomorrow, so which means I'll be working from the basement in front of our television watching fucking Fallout. So.
Yeah. That's kind of what I did today, except minus the work part. Although I was writing fan fiction. It's kind of my work.
I had a work meeting and then I
To play it on Xbox Live.
play with yourself.
Not Xbox Live, Xbox 3, whatever the fuck.
Like,
The-
Game Pass?
yeah.
I think it might be on it.
You can
New
always
Vegas is, I'm pretty sure.
I don't.
If not, you can go to GameStop and buy a used version for $5-10.
I
Yeah.
don't have a system to
Oh.
just online. Just online.
Seriously, do Fallout 4.
Although I do want to get a Steam Deck.
Why are we whispering?
I don't know. This is amazing. To whisper on the show a lot for showing conspiracy tales, and it makes the audience feel like they're in a sexy little secret with us. It's easy,
Everybody's ears are like tingling after this moment.
Yeah, my sexy secret is
Oh,
I might
Do that.
possibly someday get a Steam Deck.
do the ASMR tappies? Is that?
I don't know if we can do that.
Tap taparoos.
Oh, yeah.
ASMR.
Maybe we could. My old deck, we could probably switch it
Charging enough,
from
by the way.
left to right, left to right.
Yeah.
So yeah, Fallout. It's good.
Yeah,
It's
I'm very excited to
definitely-
watch the rest of it.
You,
Me too.
Kevin, I think you're gonna like shit your pants.
I'm already ready. I've already
text me when
basically
you shit your
my
pants.
5 no can put up thumbs out of 5 no can put up thumbs.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Real quick, also the Brotherhood of Steel.
Yeah, please.
They're in the games. They're very much half awesome, half dark, terrible.
Yeah.
Like any sort
Religious
of group
cult.
Like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I've always loved them just because I love the power armor. And in Fallout 4, it works like an Iron Man armor.
Ooh.
And you get it really early too. Like in all the other ones, you have to level your strength to fucking high hell in order to even wear it. But in the fourth one, it's just a suit you put on and you have
Nice.
to and you have
Yes.
superpowers basically.
Nice.
But the Brotherhood of Steel, like they've kind of shown it, but the symbol looks a lot like the Jedi
Yeah, it
symbol.
does.
Yeah.
For years now,
Yeah.
I've wanted to get it on my arm, opposite side of my Jedi
Yeah.
one, and I
Yeah.
think this is definitely going
what?
to push me to fucking go for it.
Do it.
Yeah, you know how I feel about mech armor, but I totally love it.
Far distributed later.
But what you were saying about
Killing right away.
the impression I got from the Brotherhood of Steel was that since they're run by these monks, that it is
Clerics and
Yeah, paladins and
like it's
clerics,
very
knights.
like it looks like it's awesome, but it's probably pretty fucking.
yeah,
they are anti-technology zealots,
Right.
yeah.
but use can use old world technology as it's fit, but do not like AI, especially the actual AI, which is what a big part of like
Right.
the overarching story is like these synths that were getting ready to be produced. It's part of the reason the whole war happened in the first place.
So
And so they're very much against those. And so they, on one side, they have good reason to be because it's the reason the world went to shit. But on the
Right.
other hand, they're
So
like, oh, it's a toaster oven, kill it.
it sounds like the creators of this game pretty much took their ideas from Terminator and Die Hard.
Kinda, yeah,
Okay,
a little bit.
just checking, just double checking. The other one I want to talk about was X-Men '97.
Hmm.
Because obviously Nikki's here, and that's kind of her thing. And I have issues with it.
I don't have. Well, I had tissues yesterday.
yeah,
Like,
Oh yeah, that one was.
yeah,
Okay.
I've heard
I
there's,
haven't watched the most recent one
okay,
yet.
okay,
I've heard
tissues, that's
there's
all.
tissues.
Okay, good. It's
There are-
I've
Yeah.
not watched the most
There are
recent one yet.
feelings that happen. I haven't seen it, but I
Because-
watched the first episode and I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Back to it.
This is supposed to take place almost immediately after the original.
Not immediately. It's been
Like
6 months?
6-ish
Yeah.
months. Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
6 months,
You
whatever.
see Xavier's been dead for however long. It was like 6 months.
But it takes place in the same universe within the same thing of the old animated series,
Mhm.
which was I grew up on. Every
Same.
Saturday morning,
every
fucking-
Saturday morning. You
right
get your
before
ass
martial
out,
arts class, I would
glued
fucking
to
watch
that
X Men.
TV.
Right.
The reason they are the way they are.
Right.
So they seem to have forgotten that at points. I feel in the new X-Men '97, like why is Magneto all of a sudden in a weird onesie with a giant M on it, which I absolutely hate for him.
It's from the comics,
But it's not what was in the series.
but this is now good guy Magneto. So he changed his
Oh.
suit to look less like a dictator, more like an X-Man.
And also, you know, I'm a fan of it, so you can deal with it. Sorry.
That's fine.
I gotta look this up now that it's so divisive.
And that it, but there's no, for me, there was no explanation. And of course, that was like the same time I stopped reading the comic, as I've explained many times on this podcast, that I stopped reading all the different variations of the X-Men comics because Like it split off into too many things, and I got very confused.
Well, they're so confusing.
I mean, they've thrown in a few things that don't quite match up with a timeline, like Jean Grey being 8 months pregnant in a 6-month time period.
Right.
That.
I mean, she could have already been
wrong on how long the timeline.
But I mean, I think you're right. I think, but maybe it's been like a year and a half. But even so, Gambit's hair is super long now.
Yeah.
Morph, who has come back, is now kind of like Mimic.
Right.
But,
and I thought he died in the original. I know he walked away.
Well, yes, but then came back also. But there was also.
But I thought there was more to it.
There was, and it's been a while. I really do need to rewatch the old series. But,
so it's 1 year between 92 and 97.
So, but I do like what they're doing with Morph. And I
do too.
It really annoys me that people have gotten up in arms, but it's like, did you really watch the show? Because Morph was constantly turning into Wolverine and Gambit's crushes, and rizzing them up to use a word that the Chidlins are hopefully still using all the time, just to fuck with them, and also probably in order to try and sneak some smooches, because they were big gender fluid. Chaotic bisexual energy from episode 1.
It's been confirmed too. Like they said, if that term was a thing back then, that's what it would have been back then too.
Also, would you not do that if you had the power?
100%.
I would absolutely.
God. If I was a shapeshifter,
out of people.
There is no question that I wouldn't be gender fluid and the most chaos bisexual on the face of the planet.
Absolutely.
And that's cosplay without all the work.
Exactly.
Are you kidding me?
Right.
You don't have to do makeup. You could just change your freaking face.
And they seem to have increased his power with, because I don't remember in the original series. I know obviously he could morph, but I don't remember him being able to use that person's power. And then now he seems.
I just don't think he ever really got the opportunity to, but
maybe
it could also be an upgrade because
I guess I'm not positive, and I mean maybe
I just don't remember.
Yeah, I started with 92 very late, 6 months ago, so I'm learning as I go.
Gotcha.
But I don't know if perhaps Morph maybe had the ability to learn with their skills as they went. Maybe
you went away, learned some stuff from Luke on a mountain.
And I think that is some of the things that they've borrowed from the character Mimic.
Okay.
I think they've just kind of combined those two characters into one.
Yeah. See what you did there. Other than that, I really am enjoying it. I like how they're keeping with the animation style. I like how they have Morph's stupid little laugh in there.
Yeah.
That drove me insane in 92.
And, it's definitely a different person.
Yeah.
So they're
mimicking
the old voice actor very well. And I don't know if you've gone on the IMDb, but the person they have playing Morph definitely appears to be non-binary, gender fluid. They also look like a very precious being. Totally.
He, him, gay man. So yes.
But
my friend is friends with him.
Oh, that is super cool.
My friends are friends with everyone, and
also very fashionable, andro energy too.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. But other than that, I'm enjoying. I mean, I keep forgetting that it's supposed to be in the same style. I don't keep forgetting, but every once in a while, I'll just be like, man, I wish this was a little bit better. But the story gets a little choppy. But that's how it was in 92.
Yeah. It was so choppy. And I feel like people complain about the animation of the new one, saying that the old animation was better. Haven't watched it in a long time because I did just restart it and I've been kind of going through it and holy shit, that is lazy animation.
Some rough.
Yeah.
So many times characters will have the wrong face, the wrong color, the wrong body parts.
Yep.
This was back when they thought that Wolverine, that he had these metal things on his hands where the claws came out of, that his claws were part of his powers and not that he didn't have bone underneath, because it was actually before Magneto ripped the adamantium out of him.
Right. Because that was a comic shortly after that series came out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Definitely remember that one, because then I thought they were going to do it in the movie, and they didn't, because I was mad about that. Anywho, Nikki, what are your thoughts?
Just sounds like it's
on X-Men 97.
Yeah.
I love it. At first, the animation style, I was confused because I thought they were going to keep it the same, keep the faces looking the same as the previous. And so when I first saw the trailers, I'm like, I don't like this. And then as soon as I watched the first episode, I'm like, oh, never mind. I love this. This is great.
It's almost like a bridge. Like they tried to keep it looking
Mhm.
old, but like still updating it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they do fantastic. Like, there's no reason you have to have the cape flowing and doing 5 different shapes when you could just do one two cut. But they do like 5 different animations for a cape flowing. I'm like, yep, you stepped up your game. I'm not mad about it.
Yeah.
The show overall great. The energy they bring to it great.
Justice for my girl Ororo.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yep.
I'm so most people who are familiar with our podcast know this, but you
Yeah.
find out, Storm is probably my favorite Marvel character.
Yeah.
She was her portrayal in X-Men was my first like fake thing crush.
Yeah.
She was like the first
Fictional character crush.
fictional character I fell in love with.
Yeah.
I was like, this woman can do anything. She is a
Goddess, like,
Literally.
so like I'm
And
I'm livid about what they did to her, but I'm sure that she will get
That-
powers back.
that was
Forge will
They're
fix
not, and I'm assuming that's kind of what the most recent episode was about. Probably, maybe.
next week's episode will be.
Sort of.
But that was the first time I cried this season was around her storyline. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
Can't do that to my
yeah.
sweet baby.
I love how they make her still.
Like chant what she's doing,
Yeah.
like she's a witch.
Yeah.
The fact that they're still doing that is amazing. I'm like, oh, you.
I was gonna say overacting, but
It's well, I mean, that's exactly what it is, but that's how they wrote her, and she's
Right.
like, all right, I'm gonna fucking do it.
Allison Seeley Smith, she's going to be at Uncanny Experience this year. So if you want to meet the voice actress, she'll be
Would
there.
love that.
Yeah, you should like meet her.
do the uncanny experience.
Yeah.
Played probably one of the first trans characters in a video game.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was not handled very well.
Okay.
Because it was the early 90s.
Right.
Oh yeah.
But it was Leisure Suit Larry
Yeah.
6, I think.
Yeah.
It was not handled terribly well, obviously,
That
but
whole
like
game was not.
handled terribly well because it's Leisure Suit Larry. But I even remember being a kid and being like, I don't get it. What's the problem?
Yeah.
Maybe I should have said something about who I was going to grow up to be as a person. But it basically turned it into kind of into a little bit of a rape joke.
Yeah.
And that it's kind of like Ace Ventura
Ah.
and how that ending is
Mm-hmm.
cool.
It's just. Ugh. I like stop when I get to the ending and then fast forward.
Like this was a good movie until
This was a good
now.
movie. Just gonna cut the next 10 minutes. Okay, and we're back.
Fast forward.
Oh,
and
now he's kissing Courtney Cox.
she
and
got
we're
arrested
happy.
for murder and absolutely no other reason.
Yep, exactly. That was Just edit that whole chunk out. Nope, we're done.
Probably a bad sign if I keep forgetting the storyline of Ace Ventura. That's probably a good sign.
Yeah,
if-
it's probably a good thing.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
you don't.
I
you don't need
watch
it.
it for the
Einhorn.
Heinz gets Velvet scene, and that's about it.
Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel.
Heinz gets Velvet. I'm throwing North Dolphins. You want to talk to
Oh.
the dolphin? You talk to me. Where's Snowflake? Why do you care about Snowflake? You know him? Did you call you at home? You have a dorsal fin? I could do that entire scene word for word.
Believe you.
I'm not going to put you people through
1000%.
that.
And I love you for that.
I used to be able to do. God, I watched the movie so many times.
Which movie?
Ace
Ace
Ventura.
Oh my god, so many times.
Same.
So many times.
First and second one, I loved them both.
Oh, the second
one I didn't like as much.
So bad. You watch it.
So bad, but I loved it.
Oh my God.
Good times. So X-Men 90s.
Oh, X-Men 97.
That's what we do here. We tangent a bit.
Just a bit.
Get easily sidetracked here. But yeah, it's home run for me. It's I was watching X-Men 97 while playing Final Fantasy 3, I think. 4? Final Fantasy 4. I was 10 years old again. It was perfect.
Yeah. And I don't remember, they didn't have the, spoilers, I guess. They didn't have the Rogue Magneto connection in the original 92.
touch on it as we go in further, and it is canon in comics as well.
I know it is, but I was just,
Yeah, when they're in the Savage Lands. And like they kind of made it
Oh,
seem
yeah,
like there was
that's
some
right, the Savage
fornication in the
Lands.
Savage Lands episode, but they definitely did not point the fact that
Mhm.
that he was able to deactivate her powers and give her the absolute business.
Well, back in 90, the original series, I don't think they were willing to touch on that, whereas now clearly they are.
I'm sorry, what?
It was Saban, and
So many things.
Saban wants all of his products to be as like
Child friendly.
as asexual as humanly possible.
Lame.
Yeah, you'll.
It's like he knew Tommy and the Pink Ranger were giving it to each other, but they're like, no.
Did they? You said you have watched the most recent episode of X-Men.
No, I haven't watched the one that just came out. What was it, yesterday or the day before?
I like it.
Was that the one where Mojo?
No, I saw the Mojo
No.
one.
Okay,
I saw the
okay.
video game one.
Mojo Jojo?
That was so great because it was
Nintendo.
literally the game.
They used sprites from Marvel vs. Capcom from the X-Men arcade. Fuck, dude.
I don't know if you've been watching the marketing for it, but it's been on point this whole time.
Yeah,
Like, they're-
so on
they're-
point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like living in so many different worlds at the time.
And I like that they're finally giving Jubilee her better powers, like when she had like the fucking firework discs and shit. Like she's fucking Krillin from Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, I didn't know I could do that. Well, you can. Yeah, superpower and Dazzler. They brought Dazzler in. Oh wait, no, maybe you haven't gotten to that one yet.
That's a no.
Okay.
I have not gotten to Dazzler yet.
Okay.
I swear to God, if Taylor Swift plays Dazzler in Deadpool 3, I'm going to not be.
No, they need to bring back art.
Sorry.
No, it needs to be who it was in the background of that one movie.
In the
Yes,
Apocalypse.
yes.
So
Or was
He
it?
said-
No, it was the bad one. It was Dark Phoenix.
Was it Dark
Oh.
Phoenix?
It was because she was the highlight of the film,
And she's only in it for like 2 seconds.
but she was great in it. She had the
was.
the Orville.
I know. That's who they need to bring. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. While I am not a fan of Taylor Swift, and people probably don't like me for saying that,
I
some
don't
people
like Taylor Swift
Hey,
either.
I hate Taylor
Great.
Swift.
We are not Swifties.
It's
We are not Swifties here.
Anyway,
Don't get
She has
it.
one good song I love, but it's the one from the Hunger Games where it was because she did the song with the Civil Wars.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
There are songs of hers that I like. I just I don't get the whole cult of Taylor Swift.
I don't either.
So it's
Anyway.
Taylor Swift.
despite that, I feel like she would be a good Dazzler. Like, she's got the backing as far as fans go to get the hype up.
Okay.
And yeah, I feel like it would like the movie would be gangbusters just from Swifties taking over the theaters. At the same time, I've only seen her act once, and it was
Not good. Not good.
Was that on the
No.
episode of New Girl that I'm thinking about? Because she was on an episode of New Girl.
No, she was in a
was that the
movie.
last
She was in
season. 'Cause I don't
Cats.
remember that.
Yeah, she was in.
No, it was in like
She was in Cats.
season 2, and she's
She was horrible in that too, and that was a horrible fucking.
I am not going to subject myself to that movie. I'm talking about Valentine's Day, where
Oh,
she
that
was
one.
dating Taylor Lautner in the film
Yeah.
and in real life.
Oh.
when they were the Taylors.
Ugh. I
Yeah.
didn't know that was a thing.
And
Yeah.
Sure, she has a song about
which
it.
is funny because Taylor Lautner just married a different Taylor.
Oh, Jesus
my
Christ.
God.
She took his last name, so they're both Taylor Lautner now.
You
Why?
can't see my face, but ugh.
Why?
I hate
Why?
everything about that.
The only song that I like for Taylor Swift is the "Shake It On" one, and the only reason I like it is when Rock lip synced it. Dwayne Johnson on that old.
I do kind of like Trouble.
She's
That
got
one's a little bit of a bop.
She, like,
But
But-
the Civil Wars one, I'm telling you.
No, I like that.
Yeah,
I
Civil
know
War.
exactly what you're talking about. I like that song. I just like
The Guns N' Roses Civil War was
a lot of her other stuff just boring
it's generic.
and generic. And I
Like-
just
I've been told that by how much I hate her, I must actually be a secret Swiftie. And I'm like, please don't say that. Like, I respect what she
Yeah.
does and who she is. She's a hardworking, talented person. It's not for me.
yeah, it's not my bag. I
Yeah.
don't.
Oh, you're afraid of
Fair.
spiders? That must mean you want to fuck spiders.
I don't put a lot of energy into hating on Taylor Swift.
I
It's
don't
just-
either,
I
like-
just,
I don't.
like
not
As
even
a matter
worth
of
it.
fact, I
don't
was
care.
living throughout the whole NFL
Oh,
sports
yeah.
fan crybaby moments.
Oh, my
that was
God.
giving me life. I was like, "Fuck, get your check, girl. I don't even care right now."
Right.
Uh,
I love that some conservative pundits think that their relationship is designed to bring about the Antichrist, the liberal Antichrist.
But weren't they sure for the longest time that she was like a Nazi double agent or something like that? Like she was like the white nationalist like queen for like a.
Maybe. I don't
Make up your
know.
minds, guys.
No.
Birds aren't real.
well, The same people that thought that.
The Secret Service shot JFK. It's fine.
Well, that, but I was going to say, also thought that the eclipse
Fake.
was bad. Was what would they say? Crucifying for the what did Giuliani say? He thought it was punishing us because of the things that the Democrats are doing.
Yeah.
A
Cool.
7-minute eclipse.
It's proven by science that happens.
But there were earthquakes around the same time, so that means that we're controlling the weather or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
One of my podcasts actually was recording while that
The
earthquake
Jersey-
in Jersey happened,
Which-
and they're like, wait
I
a
mean-
second, hold on, and then they came back like a second later, and they're like, so we just had an earthquake.
So my middle brother lives in Jersey, and I texted him because I didn't even know there was an earthquake in Jersey until somebody asked me if my brother was okay. So I asked him, and I said, "Dude, how was that quake this morning?" And he's like, "Can't. This is my brother. He's not. He went to Yale on a full ride scholarship. Anyways, he wrote, I farted, and it makes damn national news. Like classic.
So this has nothing to do with anything, but I just noticed that there's like we have like a little bit of a clothing connection in a letter N. So we got Nick and Nikki here who are both wearing Marvel shirts,
Yeah.
and then Nikki and I who are both wearing yellow,
Yeah.
and then Megan and I
Just
who
the-
neither of us decided to wear nerdy shirts today. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
Our North Spirits. It's
Yeah.
We've got
Not
words
really
on our
nerdy,
shirts,
it's
so
true.
we're
Yeah.
connected. Yeah.
blue. There's blue.
Blue.
I don't have words. You don't have words.
Yeah.
See?
I have a picture, though. You don't.
We coordinated.
No picture, no picture.
underneath.
Oh, I thought you were going to do Superman. That would have been awesome
Oh,
if you
I
would
do
have
have a nerdy shirt on underneath it.
Son of a bitch!
Sorry. I'll leave this on so I won't tell you
Thank
what it
you.
is.
So X-Men. No, it's kidding. What else? Bad Batch, real quick.
Haven't watched it.
These last few episodes have been better than like the rest of the show.
The whole season has been better. Although they keep on, what's this hemp count thing? I'm like, you already know it's fucking midichlorians, you bitches.
Well, it's like
Get to the point.
we were watching Mandalorian. It's like, why in a couple of these shows are they talking? And like, I understand it back before there was no like lore that had been created other than what we are currently experiencing.
Correct.
But now we know that the Jedi only were killed off like a few years ago. Why are you acting like it was a thousand?
Right.
Or back in the medieval times.
Back in my day, we had the speeder to go uphill both ways to school.
Spooky ghost people with magic witch powers.
This whole third season has been better than both seasons combined.
Yeah, it's
First two is great.
so when they're talking about like a Jedi, what's a Jedi? A thing that existed literally a year and a half ago.
Right.
Did you never meet one? They were pretty ubiquitous.
You know what an M count is. Like
Yeah.
you know you're alive.
All right. Anyways, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, it's good. It's better.
What's another one? We
It's finished Invincible. The
Season
second
2?
half of the season 2 just
I haven't got to that
wrapped
yet.
up.
I haven't gotten there yet.
Oh boy.
I
Yeah.
have a hard time with Invincible because it seems like the first half is always very slow and you have to wait till the end till it picks up. And when they split it in half, that makes it really hard to get through it.
Well, now all the episodes are there, so you can just bust through it.
all right, I'll
That's
try.
right.
Yeah.
Like-
Kind of like Shogun's moving very slowly too.
But it's so good.
It is good, but
It did slow down a bit, but the end of the last episode was
a hitter. Yeah. Fucking you, and then you're pumped up for the next one.
oh my god,
All right.
So much
Invincible, Shogun. Just
Your
make a list
mom.
already.
right?
To watch my mom.
Yeah.
Do what?
You don't want to know.
Tap dance number.
Okay.
That's
Good
what
luck with
that's
that.
what we like to call it, anyways.
All right, Joanna, tap.
What else is out
What
there
else did I watch?
that we've been watching? Shogun. Oh, Discovery.
Oh yeah, Discovery came back.
Yeah.
Fuck,
Good.
it was real good.
So good. Our favorite came back.
My favorite came back.
Tilly.
I hate her bangs.
I hate her big 80s hair. I don't like it.
I don't mind the big 80s hair. I love the big 80s hair. She's at her best when her hair is huge. I just don't like the way her new bangs are framing her face.
Yeah.
Girls with hair that curly should not have bangs like that.
Straight bang?
True.
Oh yeah, no, not
Curly
No.
hair with straight bangs?
No, it's curly hair.
Well, they're not straight bangs. They're
Oh.
curls, but they're curls that are now like She looks like her face is coming out of like that Simpsons hedge when like Homer backs into it slowly. But the hedge is her big bushy red hair.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll see if I can find a picture.
Great.
oh, the regime.
That show sure was
That show
tones.
there
was a lot of different tones
were
happening.
so many weird fucking
Events transpired.
Yes, that is the synopsis of that show is.
So
it
it starts out like a Genovia, quirky little like European country who's like, we're doing our own thing. We have cobalt mines. It's like our castle's a little like infected with fungus, but that's fine. We're getting rid of it. Hey, I have this.
Our prime minister is like
she's a little kooky.
She's kooky.
But she's fun and she gets the job done. And then all of a sudden, it's revolution and beheadings and war and
pissing off the Americans
and pissing off China and despots and coups and
it takes a turn. It ends in a dark place.
It went from kooky and fun to what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
So the regime.
It was pretty good.
It was pretty good.
I mean, I enjoyed watching it. Probably would watch it again.
I don't think I would. I think one was plenty for me.
I think I might watch it again to watch for other like things I didn't pick up on right away. I don't know.
I think I'm good.
Maybe. I'm also watching The Girls on the Bus, which is another HBO show. It's about like four different women journalists who are following a political campaign. Scott Foley plays one of the candidates. He's like the hot, sexy candidate. He's a mayor from like Kansas and some shit.
Sure.
Yeah, really enjoying that. It's a comedy. It's it's lighthearted and what's her face? Oh God, what's her name? Oh, that's gonna bug me. Okay, I gotta look this up. It's got the mom from Spy Kids in it.
Oh.
Gina. I want to say it's Gina, but I don't know. Give me one sec.
Gina Davis.
Not Gina.
No.
While you're looking that up, speaking of something that's similar to the regime.
Oh, Carla Gugino.
Oh, yeah,
Love her.
She is.
Okay, I'm sold.
And Supergirl.
Yeah.
Melissa Benoist?
She plays
Sasha Callie.
The original
Millie Babcock.
Melissa Benoist.
Okay.
She's the main person that we follow, and she's hilarious. But yeah, Melissa Benoist, Carla Gugino, Scott
not
Foley.
horrible looking.
Yeah.
Very good.
Cool.
Speaking of not horrible looking people,
Middle season, so it's like
Ewan McGregor's in a new show called A Gentleman in Moscow.
I want to
Classic.
see it.
Classic Nick segue, everyone.
I want to see it so bad because I love that book. I wrote the reason I got into my freaking MFA program was because I had to write like a 1-page, really quick like book analysis, and I chose that book, and then I got into my my MFA program.
Yeah.
So love
That was a really good
Means a lot.
segue.
love that book.
Yeah, it's cool.
That was a good one, anyways.
Good looking guy. Correct segue. Yeah.
Not a horrible looking gentleman.
McGregor.
I only watched the first episode. It's
Come on my face.
fun. But fun, like kind of in an intriguing sort of like,
Yeah. It's in a
because it's about a guy who was a duke during the revolution. Correct me if I'm wrong. During the revolution, they literally strip him of all his power and say, "You're no longer duke. We're taking all your money. We're taking all your land. We're doing all your things." And either one, we can kill you, or two, you could go live in this hotel, but you can't ever leave.
Yeah. So he's basically under house arrest in this big fancy hotel in Moscow for.
But I can't tell if other people are in house arrest in there, or is it
just him?
Just him. Okay.
Well, that's good because Ewan McGregor should only be in parts where he's resisting dukes, whether that's the Duke in Moulin Rouge, Count Dooku. We like our Ewan's anti-Duke.
That is the end of the podcast. Thank you. Good
Ewan
night.
McGregor should play fucking Cobra Commando. Thank you. Thank you. He should play Cobra Commander in the new Transformers.
So he can
G.I.
fight
Joe.
Duke.
So he can fight Duke.
Yes, we have my new soundboard has built-in and programmable sound effects. I haven't gotten them all programmed yet, but
But
So
yeah.
we're like
I'm gonna
the
push a
old.
random one and see what it does.
All right.
Yeah. Hi, Porn.
Don't push the one below because it gets really loud. It's the sensor beep and it's really loud.
Why would you tell me not to push a button?
Say, I'm going to take my headphones
Who are you
off.
talking to?
Groot, don't push the button.
I am Groot.
No. Don't push the button. Speaking of which, we were just Nikki and I were talking this before the show. The end of I forgot until recently how the end of the TV show Dinosaurs was.
Depressing.
The saddest.
Oh, yeah.
It is burned in. I haven't seen it since it aired, and it is burned forever in my memory.
Must
You
have,
will- I will-
Good night and good luck
yes.
thing at the end.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes. And
Work.
fucking like I must have been so traumatized that I pushed it out of my memory because
I was so traumatized it'll never leave.
I was like, hey, this is like Jim Henson's fucking Dark Crystal ending to this fucking movie. Because it was Jim Henson. It's the Ice Age is setting in, and they're in the house, and the baby's like, "Are you going to leave us and leave me?" And they're like, "No, we're going to be here for a while."
For those who aren't familiar, Dinosaurs was a part of the early '90s, late '80s nuclear family sitcom boom about life's human-sized people in Jim Henson costume Muppets as dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And of course, everybody's favorite character was the baby.
Yeah.
Mama.
Because his catchphrase was not the mama.
And voiced by the same guy that does Elmo
Uh-huh.
Really?
and him.
Huh, Definitely makes sense. Yeah.
And there's another couple of characters that he uses the same voice for.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it was very popular. It was very funny.
Oh, it's hilarious.
The main
Sinclairs.
the dad's boss was a very angry Triceratops, and that always made me mad because Triceratops is my second favorite dinosaur.
Right, which didn't he like was stuck behind the desk and
Because he couldn't fix it, he was too fat, and his horns growing
Yeah.
out of the trailer.
yeah,
So good. Anyway, I still have the Fridge Day episode fresh in my memory. We wish you a Merry Fridge Day, so come in and buy paint.
yeah.
It was like Christmas was Fridge Day because it was the day that everybody got a new refrigerator.
I love that.
And so the end of the entire series was basically due to calamity and the idiot Homer Simpson father being elected. They tried to warm it was winter for too long. It was just too cold. So in order to warm it, they decided to rig up all of the volcanoes to explode. Well, unfortunately, that was a bad idea because it basically brought about the end of the dinosaurs. Because it filled the sky with
kind of
ash,
nuclear.
and so the last shot is this ash snowfall, and the newscaster's saying, "I don't think we're going to make it through this. I just want to wish we're going off the air. I just want to wish everybody good night and good luck." And it just fucking ends. You're like, what the? And
It's like
So-
Titanic, but sadder.
Do you know what happened to the dinosaurs?
yes,
That's not the point.
this was a lighthearted family comedy.
I know.
About how they invented penicillin on accident because the baby put a sooty pacifier in his mouth on accident. They're like, well, give him some moldy bread. They invented penicillin.
Look at that.
I remember a lot about this television show that I haven't seen in 30 years. Not 1 second since it aired. I remember all of this.
Damn.
See, and I remember the fucking never-ending story, goddamn betray you ending. That fucking
Oh, yeah,
traumatizing piece of shit.
Stop it.
Damn it. Anyways, they made some traumatizing shit as when we were kids.
So supposedly, and I don't know if this is true, they apparently had the ending planned out. They're like, no matter how the show goes, this is the ending. So that was always the plan of that's how it's going to end.
Fucking assholes.
Yep. And I don't know if that's true. I could be just starting shit right now, guys.
You
And
could be.
that's fun,
It's all right.
You know?
I believe it.
Yeah,
I also believe it.
I do too. I said it though, so I believe it.
There we go.
You were
That's
now
how it was with How I Met Your Mother.
So what else are we watching? Anyways,
Solar X Kong?
Are we watching that?
I did.
Kevin watched it.
Is it good?
I went into it, and after the first 5 minutes, I'm like, oh, this movie's going to be so stupid and so fun.
Mm-hmm.
And by the end of it, I'm like, where do you get off being a good movie?
What?
The motion cap actor who
Uh-huh.
played Kong and did the facial stuff, all
Not
of the
Andy
apes really.
Serkis?
I don't think it was Andy Serkis.
surprising.
But all the stuff they did between the apes, between the little kid, little tiny gangsta ape, and then the
Donkey Kong Jr.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then the slick back orangutan ape
Uh-huh.
and Kong. They had multiple conversations with each other where nobody spoke a word. It was just grunts and gorilla noises and ape noises and gestures. There were no subtitles, nothing to convey what they were saying, but you knew every word
Wow.
that was being said between these apes. Like when he was making fun of him for having like a metal tooth because he got a cavity.
You got a grill.
Yeah. Well, no, he just got the one metal tooth because he had a toothache and they pulled it and put it in a replacement. Like he was like making his like fellow dickhead apes like laugh at him like a bully would. And, like these conversations between Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr. when they were going to like the lair, it was so well done how they conveyed lines and lines of dialogue without a single word being spoken in any form. I was impressed.
All right. I don't know if I'm going to go to the theater to see it, but when it comes to streaming, I'll probably see it.
If you can,
Okay.
like maybe like a cheap Tuesday. If
Maybe
those
I'll
still exist.
I get them for free anyways.
Oh, then if you're on like the A list or something,
I am on the A list.
do it.
Okay.
It's a big movie,
I'll see that.
and it's worth seeing it somewhere big. I went to like the Prime AMC Prime where they have like the super subwoofer bass.
Yeah.
It tried to rattle my testicles off. Worth it.
Where they have the
Rattle your
subwoofers under
intestines
each
out of
every
your-
one of the seats. Yeah.
It's
Intestines out of your beehole.
fucking.
What's that called?
I went into it
Atmos.
expecting.
At most,
I went into it expecting a stupid kaiju movie and was not expecting it to be. I wouldn't call it like -1 dramatic good, but like as far as like the creature drama went, I would say it did a better job.
I think it's funny how HBO is also trying to hype the movie by playing Godzilla constantly on air, but it's the Matthew Broderick Godzilla.
Sick.
1999.
Oh God.
Sean Renault, you were in that movie for some reason. You were way better than it.
Yeah. Anyways,
It came out when I was 15. I loved it. Shut up.
Kong or Godzilla?
The 98 Godzilla movie? Yeah. I was a freshman in high school.
Okay.
I was into it.
I suppose that would. You weren't even born yet, were you?
1998. I started kindergarten that year.
Oh my God. Children.
Yeah.
I was a year out of high school.
I was born in 1992.
I remember seeing it in the theater though with my friend Austin and my then girlfriend Meghan, who spells it just like you.
Hey, Crazy H.
Yeah.
I love that.
What? Crazy H?
Yeah.
Meg's
I
son.
have a Crazy H in my name.
I know, but that's
I always
like
called him a Crazy H.
I've never heard that, and now I just want to call you that.
Okay.
Crazy H.
My girl, Crazy H.
I love it.
What's her name? Heather? Helen?
No,
Megan?
Megan.
Oh,
What?
cool.
That's not get weird.
Don't ask questions. That's why we call her Crazy H.
Yeah.
Don't mention it to her though, because she'll go
Shut-
crazy. She'll go crazy on your ass.
Trailers?
Yeah, trailers. Hey Nikki,
Yeah, what's up?
there was
a trailer
There's a trailer.
there was a trailer that came out.
with
Yeah.
a Harley Quinn
Oh
in
my
it.
gosh, yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Looks like a bad romance.
Obvious but delightful.
Thank you. I'm
Oh, please tell me you have the
I don't.
the first. This is an order. The first. My suggestion of what you need to put on there is the Price is Right
Yep.
fail horn.
Yep.
Can't-
Absolutely.
I know. I gotta find it where I can get it.
I have a file clip of it.
great.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, send it to me.
Hold it up to the microphone real quick. I'll repeat my joke if you want.
Yeah. Hold on.
Let me know when you're ready.
Please hold.
All right.
We're gonna mulligan this. Take two.
I used to have a really handy app for it too.
Back to one, please.
Okay.
Back to one.
Going back to one.
All
right.
actors. And so, Nikki, there's a trailer that came out.
A trailer?
Yeah, it had Harley in it.
A particular Harley Quinn in it.
Yeah. Cool.
Do you have any thoughts about that?
Yeah. To me, it just looks like it's gonna be like a romance.
Okay. Phone. We can edit in post.
Yeah. Let's do it.
There we go.
Yeah, we're gonna get
Is
that.
that it?
I'll get that on the thing.
I can. You can also just put in the fucking file clip. Anyway.
Yeah.
Is she supposed to look like
Little
19?
drugged out?
I was gonna say Courtney Love.
I think
Yes,
so.
yeah,
Okay.
I
yeah.
think so.
Bet you
Uh,
that
It's
was
supposed
a
to take place like late 80s, I think. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that's. Ugh.
So I like to call Joker the best movie I never want to see again.
Right.
Mhm.
Because
Yep.
for what it was good. It was
Mhm.
well acted.
Right.
Zazie Beetz made me fucking cry because my heart just hurt for her and her character.
right.
She didn't deserve any of that.
Yeah.
What's it called? Follies of Do.
Folly I do.
Folie à deux.
I figured I'll spell later.
Folie.
Yeah, I got
A
that
with
one.
a little chica. Deux. It's French.
You're French.
I play a French at the. Oh, I used to play a French at the Renaissance Festival. Now I'm half Jewish, half Spanish. Don't worry about it.
Because you're
Just let it happen.
Peralta. But
So,
not Peralta.
what do you honestly think about it?
I so far, it's just a teaser, so there's not a lot to go off of. But the first film was fantastic. This is going to be a musical, and at first, when they first announced it, I'm like, "What the hell are you guys doing?" Now going into it, seeing what's happening, I have a very strong suspicion that she's like a failed musician, and so I think that this is going to be them feeding into each other's.
Psychosis.
Thank you. That's the
And
word.
and so I have a feeling it's going to be like a jukebox musical.
Yeah.
If the song from the trailer is any indication, I
Yeah.
feel like it's
Yeah.
going to be a jukebox musical.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling it's going to be a little bit Moulin Rouge, a little bit Sucker Punch.
Thank you. Yep,
Oh,
that's,
weird.
that's making it absolutely work in my brain. Thank
Oh,
you.
weird.
And I'm going to watch it,
Uh-huh.
but I also feel like I'm going to hate it.
You're welcome to hate
Yeah.
it. I'll probably still love it.
Apparently, there's old nudity going to be in it.
Ooh.
I don't know. It does not. say.
Guy, well, probably
I mean,
both of
I would
them.
assume.
I would
Probably.
assume Gaga. We've
least
seen
Gaga.
We've
But-
seen plenty of her. So
Yeah.
But I feel like Joaquin wouldn't back down
Oh,
from
yeah.
showing off his wiener.
He was dancing around in his
Right.
whitey tighties last time.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're right.
It's
It's a
so
little
emaciated. though. It's-
Helicopter action.
To impress a chick, do the helicopter chick. Which is funny because that video was with Lady Gaga.
Oh
Yeah.
It all comes around.
Like a helicopter dick.
Oh my
That's
god.
had a really bad flashback to high school.
Was it for a bad romance?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it your first ever handy? And she just
No. what
swung it around.
do I do with this thing?
Did you ever practice on a ketchup bottle so when it was time to go, I just...
Don't do that.
Very old joke. Very old. Oldie but a goldie.
No. It was. I'll tell it off air. It's not appropriate though. It was a kind of a hazing situation. Not that I was involved with, but my friend was. Anyways, what do you feel about Lady Gaga taking on the role of Harley Quinn that has obviously been very well established and pretty much owned by Margot Robbie for a while now in the live action verse?
So I was kind of resistant to it at first. However, since Margot Robbie is basically confirmed and James Gunn has basically confirmed that she's not in the role anymore, I'm accepting what I can. And I've known ever since she was announced, she's going to bring a depth and a darkness that Margot Robbie never could. As much as I love her bubbly Harley Quinn's fucked up. She needs to have some like, oh, I will cut your face kind of energy to her. And Lady Gaga, if she said, I'm going to cut your face, I would believe her. So Margot Robbie said that, I'd be like, okay, hun.
And she's already got that Jersey accent.
Yeah. So it's not really a tough sell. I was just resistant because I love Margot Robbie so much, but I know I'm going to love Lady Gaga just as much. She's a fantastic actress, fantastic, amazing musician, all around passionate about anything she does. And just the deranged looks we've seen from the behind the scenes photos so far, sold. I'm completely sold.
Did you see her movie that was A House of Gucci?
I have not yet.
Seen the
I haven't seen that.
like the last
It was,
45
it was
minutes.
her,
of it.
Kylo Ren,
Yeah.
Selma Hayek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
It's on my watch list.
I've heard The Father, Son, and House of Gucci.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. And it is on my list.
Very good.
I think it's on
I
Netflix.
watched like the last 45 minutes of it or so.
And I'll probably have to find somebody to see it with because I don't think Saber is going to want to. She never saw the first one. She said she's not interested just because she knows that it is, how much like violence against women is central to the story with the Zazie Beetz character arc. So she's like it is lifting up basically incel men to heroic proportions. She's like, I am not interested in that. I'm like, I get it, and I'm not going to hold it against you.
Honestly, yeah, like that's the one thing I'm concerned about is this is a great film. It draws all kinds of people to it though.
Yeah.
And everyone kind of sees this movie as their, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but all types relate to Joker, and sometimes people who relate to Joker may not be people I want to associate with.
Right.
And that's rich coming from someone who relates to Harley Quinn wholeheartedly, but you know.
Well, it's like there's so many people when you see that, oh, I want a romance like Joker and Harley. It's like,
no, you don't.
No, you don't.
Is that something you want?
No, you don't. I don't.
My favorite meme I've seen come out of this is get ready for your least favorite couple to dress up as these two for Halloween. And it's Joker and Harley. And I'm like, don't remind me.
Yeah. And it looks like there was in the trailer, it looks like they did their own version of a classic Joker and Harley thing where they're dancing on the stage and they're backlit and Joker's in like a tuxedo.
Oh, yeah.
Alex Ross paint or
Yeah.
drawing.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which I thought was kind of, it's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! I should text my brother see if he played on this fucking movie before I find out later.
Yeah.
My brother played in the original one. He in the orchestra. He said there's only like 3 bass players because it's very bass music heavy, and when I hear music like that, I'm always like, bro, you should, because he plays bass.
Did you do that?
No, I don't. I didn't ask him if he did it originally. I asked him if he'd heard it because I said it was really good, and it was just really. Like,
I heard it. I heard it while I was playing it.
Get out of it. My brain, Kevin. I was going to make that.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Louder.
So that's how I found out he had played. He didn't even know he didn't even know he was like, oh yeah, I played in that little film. I'm like, little film? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Son of a bitch.
Oh god.
That and West Side Story, but then they ended up using a whole different orchestra. But anyways,
disappointing.
Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, it looks. I'll go see it. You kind of have to like prepare yourself to see it. And now that I already kind of know what to expect, it'll be easy to prepare for it because the last one I definitely was not prepared for. Like you said, the best movie you never want to see again.
So I was fully prepared to see that movie. I went to Imagine Theaters. I don't remember where, but it was a grand opening. And I was dressed as Harley Quinn. So I was fully, So I got front row couch seat and I was on a cuddle couch with my friend who was Spider-Man. And it was just weird because we're like, I know, we were just like.
Yeah, with your necks.
Well, I like how a lot of theaters are kind of moving that front row back. Yeah, so it's actually somewhere you can sit now, especially like their sound is a little whack, but like at Imagine, their front row seats are so far back that you can actually comfortably sit there and watch the film.
You don't have to jerk your neck back to like 90 degrees.
You definitely don't have to jerk it.
You know the worst front row seat is when you went to the old. I think they still show movies, but the old IMAX, and if you're sat in the front row for an IMAX, it's the worst.
Yeah, you might as well just fucking leave.
And I'm talking about like the Minnesota Zoo.
Yeah.
Like the old St. Michael one.
Oh yeah,
that was the first IMAX movie I ever went to, and that was I went to see 300 because I went to get the 93X.
Wow.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh god,
that's a sentence.
Okay. Man, we left that movie ready to like fight or get laid in whatever order. We didn't care.
Yeah,
raging boners.
Yeah.
We were the target audience.
Absolutely. What other trailers came out?
Sorry, I don't know anything about any other trailers.
It's okay.
No other trailers.
I'm trying to think of what else really came out. I can't even think of anything because we already talked about The Crow.
Yeah,
I already did talk about The Crow.
And how shockingly good that looked. Like I was angry at how good it looked because like the first images came out and I was like, oh what?
Yeah.
Oh, the Tales of the Empire.
Oh yeah.
Which
so
is
the
Tales
new
of
Tales of the Jedi, but the evil, like the
evil
fruits of the devil.
Right. Also, Bad Boys Rider Down.
Oh yeah.
Are you kidding me?
That's what he's done. I'm so excited. Well, I hadn't seen the third one because I always watch the I always watch the Bad Boy movie. I always watch the Bad Boy. No, I always watch the Bad Boy movies with my buddy Devin, and we were going to see it in theaters. We never got a chance, and so neither of us had seen it because we both said, "I'm not going to watch it until I watch it with you." So
Aw,
he came
romantic.
over the other night, and we finally watched it.
Oh wow.
And it wasn't good.
No.
But it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It was fun.
Bad Boys 3.
I mean, the Bad Boys movies are never good. They're always just fun. Though the first one was pretty good.
The first one was pretty good. The second one was fun.
The second one was fun. The second one was very Michael Bay.
Oh,
And this one
Ew.
was also very Michael Bay.
Oh.
But they set up doing one more at the end of the
I
last
know
one.
they did, and I was like, I would hope they'd be done.
But the fact that they're doing like this captain who's already dead is somehow now we're finding out he was working with drug cartels.
Right.
But obviously it's a setup. But like, how are they doing this post-mortem 10 years? It makes no sense.
I kind of hope it's not a setup. I kind of hope he really was.
But he was the best character.
I know he was, but I still hope.
Leave him alone.
I still hope he was. Yeah, so Bad Boys Ride or Die. That's about all we have to say
It
about
looks
that.
stupid and I can't wait.
Oh, yeah, the Beetlejuice trailer came out too.
Haven't seen it.
Speaking of Gina Davis, I hope they find a way to put her in that film.
Oh, yeah.
But I could
And maybe not.
I don't take Alec.
Maybe not Alec.
Yeah.
Maybe we could.
I think Alex kind of busy right now
Yeah.
dealing with some other legal issues.
Mm.
Yeah.
Is it? I assume it's still Tim Burton doing the whole.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Winona Ryder and
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Jenna Ortega,
plays the daughter of her and
whoever she married.
he was in the scene
Was he?
because they were burying her father because the actor recently died.
Oh.
I'm kind of glad he's not in the movie because he was a child. He liked little boys. Her dad,
Oh, the dad.
Yeah.
Got it.
principal from Ferris Bueller's.
Awful.
Talked about
Yeah,
that.
Oh.
yeah, he's kind of a horrible
He
human.
was, yeah, he was not a great person, I guess.
Yeah.
But Monica Bellucci is in it
Oh,
from
Yeah.
Matrix
yeah,
as the best character the Matrix ever put in the Matrix.
Huh.
right. Skin
But
tight.
she's playing Beetlejuice's wife, Dolores, apparently.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
yeah, and for some other,
But Justin Theroux, I believe, is playing.
Oh.
I believe is playing the
Okay.
woman Winona Ryder marries.
Okay.
The woman, the man that Winona Ryder, Lydia marries, I think, because that was him in the scene.
Yeah.
when they were standing in front of the
Justin
house. So
well, it looks. I'll go see it. Obviously, I loved Beetlejuice when I was a kid.
Yeah, I love Beetlejuice.
I mean,
Fucking loved it
Michael Keaton chewing
No.
scenery will.
any day.
That's all you need.
Astrid Dietz is
was-
Jenna Ortega's character's name.
Of course, it is.
Astrid.
I mean, he was one of the only two good things about that god awful Flash movie. So
True.
Oh my God, Catherine O'Hara's coming back.
she sure
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Yes.
She was in the trailer.
Yeah, she was.
Been watching the trailer.
Well,
Looking for the cast on IMDb. Oh my God,
would
Willem
like to meet
Dafoe's
her.
going to be in it.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
hopefully,
now
it's
I'm
Willem Defriend.
Or it's Beetlejuice's like long lost brother because really just
yeah.
put some white makeup on him
Oh
and he's
my
already got all the
God.
wrinkles.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fucking in this
And I
crazy.
hope he
ass
has
hair.
almost like a Joker thing going on because of
Right.
how many people have because then they'll have almost sort of like a Batman Joker sort
Yeah.
of thing going on.
There was
Because he already Michael Keaton is very
Yeah.
jokery as Beetlejuice.
There's a great interview with him recently that one of those magazines does where they ask like the actor about questions about like past movies
Yeah,
or
yeah,
like
yeah.
the internet, answer the internet questions.
Like a.
And they talked to him about Speed 2. And he was like, oh, it was, what line is this movie from? And he was saying lines and he goes, oh, yeah, this was from Speed 2. And he was talking about how, how he's just, it's William Dafoe, right? And he's talking about how he learned a long time ago that he had this face that he could just shape and manipulate
Mhm.
into these weird things. And he said, that's been my money maker for years. And he's just like, so in this movie, Speed 2, which is, I don't think it was really his like break-in role or anything, but it was a big role for him at the time.
Boondock Saints was by
Right.
far and large his breakout role.
But in this one, he said he just wanted to show the insanity of the character. So he's like, I really focused on like extenuating like my facial features and doing all these and twisting it and distorting it. And I'm like, oh, and he goes, it was a bad movie.
Sure was.
But
My favorite Norman Osborn.
yeah, perfect for it. Perfect.
No,
Perfect Norman
something
Osborn.
of a scientist myself.
What a creep.
Yeah.
That's okay. Just love you anyway.
But what were we talking about? Tales of the Empire.
Jesus.
Sorry, I was thinking
Yeah.
about Willem Dafoe now.
Yeah,
so.
no.
And that Titanic sea biscuit sized dong he has between his legs, apparently.
Yeah. Oh,
Apparently,
yeah.
so in Antichrist, he shows his meat and two veg,
Yeah.
but apparently it was a prosthetic, not to make him look larger, like Theo
Marky
Mark Wahlberg in Boogie Nights, or
Oh.
Theo James in White Lotus season 2. Yeah, I found out his giant dong in White Lotus season 2 was a prosthetic, but no, he had to wear a prosthetic to make him look smaller because it was, and I quote, too ridiculously big to be believable. His dick is too big that they had to make him look smaller with a prosthetic.
They had to, in a different film, they had to get like a dick double too.
That was Antichrist, and they specifically had to hide it in that god awful. What was the Temptation of Christ?
Okay.
Oh.
They had to specifically hide it, and that's why he was always like his legs were always sort of crossed
had
and
to
over to the
kinda-
side.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
That was the fucking
For him.
fourth nail of Christ was between his legs.
No, nobody heard my comment.
Sorry, I said something too awful. What was that, Megan?
Is that why he and Pedro Pascal are such close friends?
Oh my god, I bet.
Guarantee they fucked each other.
Oh God, I'm fanfic, please.
Oh God, I will.
The lemoniest.
Well, no, because Pedro Pascal. I mean, and it's on my Tumblr because I'm still on Tumblr, and yes, I follow a lot of Pedro Pascal.
Classic.
Oh my God, there were.
Pedro Pascal porn.
I mean,
Check out that alliteration.
not that, but also a lot of that.
I said alliteration.
But so Willem Dafoe got his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame recently, and there's just a lot of pictures of
His
him
dong
and-
hanging out.
No, unfortunately, no. Of Willem and his wife, who is friggin' gorgeous,
Yeah.
and now I know why.
Right?
And like Pedro Pascal is like not third wheeling, but not third wheeling, but like
He's like their unicorn.
He
kind
just
of.
seems like the goodest boy.
He is the goodest boy. I just
Who do you think is the top and the bottom in that relationship?
There is no way in hell that Willem is
He's
anything but a top.
no.
no way.
That's probably
Not with Green Goblin as Mjolnir
Yeah.
canon.
Pedro can't even handle a compliment. Do you think he can handle being a top?
Apparently, he can handle that cock though.
I thought you were going to say something like he was out there trying to put his hands in cement and his dong kept getting in the way.
It's just his dong print.
What's that?
She has sort of a almost like Amy Lee / Alanis Morissette.
Yeah.
And she's
Oh,
very
She's
pretty.
Amy
very
Lee.
pretty.
Please and thank you.
But yeah, there's a lot of like, and just Pedro looks so happy for him, and it's very sweet. And I'm just like, oh, I did not know you guys were friends, but
I didn't know that either.
I was
Maybe they're not
surprised.
friends. Maybe they're just
they're
the
just
threesome friends.
Hey, you know what?
Maybe they're
it
the
works
best
for 'em?
threesome.
That would be a pretty good threesome.
Pretty awesome.
Isn't there fanfic about Pedro Pascal and now I can't think of his name from
Oscar Isaac.
Yes.
Oh God, they are besties. Like in real life, they are actual like really good friends.
Yeah.
But
Did we ever ask you your dream threesome? We usually do that with
you
new
have
conversation.
never asked me.
What? How have we not?
I mean, you
Not
might
from,
have asked me on.
I think the
like,
first time he
first
came on the
time,
show, we did.
which
Probably
was,
sure
like,
we
years
did.
ago.
But yeah, we always had
Anyway,
like what
yeah.
you're like,
Celebrity.
celebrity or
Celebrity.
like character. We usually do character just to
Character, celebrity.
keep it away from real people. But
Yeah, I don't know if I want to answer that because you'll judge me. So
No,
absolutely not.
There
There's
is-
no judgment.
There's
here.
no
I just
judgment here.
admitted that I am still on Tumblr, so
well, no, someone
Still
I
on
was watching,
MySpace.
someone did on TikTok. She said, "My now hear me out. So you know about who she's attracted to." And so she said Beetlejuice was one. She said Joker was one, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I totally understand where she's coming from and all these." I'm like, "Is that a bad thing that I'm like Beetlejuice?"
yeah, you're
I'm
like,
oh,
right.
you like unhinged men,
Yeah.
relatable,
yeah,
relatable,
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
okay."
Okay.
So I mean, does that answer your question? I don't know that that's my threesome dream, but
Beetlejuice.
it's not a dream.
But would
But
Yeah.
would 10 out of
Okay,
10 would
then
do
that's
again.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we asked that question to a lot of people back
Yeah.
when we had a party room at Con.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
We would ask what
We
they
did.
and we got some super weird ones. So
Uh-huh.
you know,
But
one,
that's not like living forever on the internet.
one person
So,
said the weirdest one I got was the Maid Marian Fox from Robin Hood and the talking chair from Pee-wee's Playhouse. So
Okay, yeah, I didn't say that, so that's
that one was one of the weirder ones.
Yeah.
If you're still listening to the show,
love ya.
ups, big guy. You were the cream of the crop.
Keep on keeping on,
I
man.
can't remember who the third one was, but one of them, because I was.
A lot of girls did say the Fox Robin Hood from the
They
Robin
did.
Hood.
Okay,
That was
but,
very
like-
high on the
but-
girl list.
Like,
Yeah.
you know,
I get it.
right.
I don't know why, but I get it.
It's Disney's fault that there's so many
It is.
furries. Like,
God
it's
damn it.
Disney.
Absolutely.
Disney,
Yeah.
way to go.
I was kind of drunk at the time, so I don't remember exactly who the third was in this one. But the one was like the wardrobe from Beauty and the Beast, because we can go
A
inside,
lot of furniture.
like go
Somewhat
inside,
sexy
Yeah,
like
you know what?
open,
Part of
like
the
they were like,
furniture.
I want it to open up, I want to jump
Uh-huh.
inside and bang whatever the other person was.
Huh.
I was like, is that really a threesome then? Because I mean,
I mean, she's a
I think it counts.
Inside?
she's
Yeah.
still a person.
I mean, yeah,
she's just
She is still a
she's just
person.
a magically transmogrified person.
right,
That is-
okay, yeah. I was like,
And she does have like kind of TARDIS qualities. It seems like where
Yeah.
it's ever
And she's
expanding.
thick.
So I mean,
She is
yeah,
thick.
We
yeah.
oh yeah, and what's
we
with
stand a thick queen here.
the new Doctor being at Stark Tower?
What?
What?
Oh well,
The
because
new Doctor Who.
Disney owns or works with or something.
They don't own Doctor Who, but they now kind of hold a lot of the IP. They had like an IP agreement, which is
Yeah.
why it's going to be streaming on
Like-
Disney Plus.
Great.
Right, and I would
Okay,
understand
okay.
if like it was a real building in New York, but since it's not, and it's completely a fictitious building, but they literally are going to Stark Tower in the Doctor Who trailer. Like they're landing the TARDIS right on the landing pad where Loki had the thing that was shooting up in the sky.
Well, he goes to alternate universes
Does he?
frequently, and I believe
Oh, so maybe
he was in a Marvel comics at one point.
Oh, then maybe he is going to Stark.
Originally, before she ended up being an absolute pile of garbage, there was originally slated, but they couldn't get all of the actors' schedules to line up. They were going to do a Harry Potter Doctor Who crossover,
I mean, that would have been really cool.
especially
would've
because
been
so many
super
Harry
fucking cool.
like big Harry Potter actors
Oh,
have
yeah.
been major
Yeah.
Yeah.
stars on Doctor Who.
But in Spider-Man: Homecoming, they're moving out of Stark Tower because they're like, we sold it to somebody else, and they never say who they sold it to.
To the Doctor.
What happened if they sold it to Doctor? Oh,
That would be, I would shit my pants too.
Here's a crossover I want to see: Nebula meets Amy Pond.
yes.
Yes.
And then they kiss?
I'm not opposed.
I would watch that. I don't watch Doctor Who, but I would watch it. Over.
Good time to get
Yeah.
into it. It's a soft reboot. Because this is actually
Is it?
this is a different Doctor because they split into
Yeah.
two. So David
Oh,
Tennant
yeah.
is still technically the Doctor,
He will always be.
Yeah.
and so this
do you
is
think
now
that
a new
was-
this is a new Doctor
It's a
with
new-
new regenerations and
Wow.
Oh, so the 13 is now a new 13?
well yes. So Jodie
Yeah.
Whittaker turned into David Tennant again
Oh.
and had like a 3-episode like fun zone with
Yeah.
with Donna
Yeah.
and her cute little trans daughter.
Yep.
Cute. Okay.
Where they together were able to fix Donna's issue.
Okay.
Mm.
And so Donna's fixed and can be with the Doctor. And so because
Okay,
in the
okay.
50th anniversary, they kind of alluded to the Doctor,
The Doctor having more.
retiring. And that's what this was
Yeah.
the Doctor's retirement. Because now he's just going
Okay.
to hang out on Earth and
Yep.
stop being a superhero
Fuck
and just
around
live his
with-
life. And so they
Yeah.
alluded to him eventually turning back into Tom Baker.
Yeah. 'cause Tom
Because he
Baker
was
was
the
in the
curator of the museum, but
Mm.
was the Doctor.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And so they've alluded to basically Tennant becoming the curator of the museum and turning into Tom
eventually
Baker
turning back
again
into
because he says he revisits a few old favorite
Yeah.
faces and
Mm.
chillsies again just thinking about it. God damn it! I love Doctor Who.
I was in the UK for the 50th anniversary,
Wow.
and I got my TARDIS tattoo in Cardiff.
Well, I have the seal of Rassilon tattooed on my chest, so
TARDIS right on the side.
Nice like a dart. Over you. Yeah.
Anyway,
More sexy secrets.
Tattoos.
Weird.
What?
I know. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I have a tattoo you can get.
Yeah. I know. That's on the list.
I was gonna say, were you gonna get some someday, or are you gonna keep it?
I don't
tattoo-free?
know.
Are you one of those you don't put a bumper sticker on a Maserati kind of girls?
No, it's like I don't know what kind of allergic reactions I'd have to ink, so it scares me with all my
it's-
inflammation. So
That's what happened with my Valkyrie tattoo. They said, oh well, sometimes because it was purple. It was like a black to purple
Yeah.
ombre. And they said, well, a lot of people have bad reactions with like red and blue inks.
Well,
And I'm like,
Bullshit.
I
still think it's
I
bullshit.
can't roll my sleeve up, but I have a blue and red Jedi symbol on my arm right above it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was just the specific brand of ink he used
Sure.
or what, but yeah, it did not look
Um,
that one
the
goddamn.
guy that we've gone to many times and I go to all the time,
never had an issue with.
he is very good about inks and,
Okay.
and making sure that
Because I have
if you have that fear, he can
I have
point you in the right direction.
very sensitive skin, and
You're a sensitive human being. Kid.
I've had.
You're just a little
Yeah,
sensitive being.
It's true, and my other tattoo, I have the bat symbol on my chest, and it rejected too. But I also blame the fact that I got it literally the day before the first day of Fest, and it was one of the luckiest days of Fest, like on record. It's so good. So now it has like sort of like it almost has like that ice cracked design from like Dark Knight Rises, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Because it's scarred funny, but like,
no, that's cool.
So I'm not going to fix that, but eventually I'm probably going to fix this one just because it's.
I mean, that looks cool though as is.
It
so.
does, but I don't like the fact that the black is kind of
Spotty.
messed up. Yeah,
I know a guy who could fix that for you.
I
too.
haven't had any issues with, but I don't. I mean, I have relative.
I've had no
sensitive,
issues.
but
I've lucked out.
always
I've had no issues.
I've always been going to like
Although I am thinking about covering this one up.
top quality people.
Yeah.
That's my very first one that I designed myself. And not that I hate it, but I also don't.
See, my
don't
first
love
tattoo
it.
I still love.
I still love mine.
I have,
It's my
from
owl.
from Final Fantasy VIII, the Squall's Lionheart symbol.
Cute.
It's a good owl.
Owl.
I want to add my
Owl.
well, because that's a memorial tattoo for my grandpa. I want to add my grandma in because she died too. So
Next tattoo that isn't a correction, I think, is going to be my owl. Owl barn owl.
I don't know what I'm going to do. I have a lot of ideas. I want to do a lot of things.
yeah.
I also have a lot of tattoos.
So, Tales of the Dark.
Oh my God, yeah.
We never talked about it.
Tales of the Empire. It looks.
Tales of the
It
Empire.
looks. I mean, it's
Whatever.
It's the same thing. It looks fun.
It looked good. Yeah, it does look good.
And that new Star Wars game is coming out soon. Outlaw.
Yeah, I think it's getting a lot of good positive reviews already.
Yeah, that'll be good.
I probably will actually buy that right away, which is unheard of for me.
It kind of looks like it. I just like that little land axolotl that she has as like a little familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Any other trailer?
I don't think so. I think oh, we got. Should we get to nerd grabs?
We should get to nerd grabs. We're running out of time here.
Yeah, we are. Chatting our little asses off.
It's all right. We got a special guy. Sometimes it's okay.
But only sometimes.
Only sometimes. Who wants to go first? Huh? I went first last time
I've been replaying a lot of World of Warcraft, and I don't know why.
because you hate yourself.
I do, but I've also been playing the original Final Fantasies 1 through. I don't know if I talked about this last time.
I don't remember.
I did.
I can't remember.
Well, if I didn't, I've been replaying the Final Fantasy 1 through 6 and trying to platinum them.
Yeah.
Maybe I did talk about this, but anyway.
Anyway,
I've also been playing World of Warcraft, and it's because I hate myself. But I've been leveling Horde. Also because I hate myself.
Look tired.
Yeah, but as far as like acquirements, at Walmart the TIE Bomber is rolled back.
Oh yeah.
It's only like $50 right now, or less than that even. I think it was. I think it was less than that.
Did you go to that lightsaber place? Supposedly.
No, because I haven't been
Okay.
to St. Claude yet, but I'm going
Okay.
there. I think I'm going through there next week, so I was gonna
Oh yeah.
check in.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
if you
And if, I'll get you.
Okay.
So anyway, this week I built a TIE Bomber out of Lego because it's like if I find a cheap Lego set while I'm out of town, it keeps my brain busy because I get bored and lonely and I
Right.
just sit there and I watch YouTube and
Might as well do something.
sure do hate this. I mean, it's fine. It's just it's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. Is that it?
So, yeah, I did not much. I've just been busy. Oh, we got a new puppy.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did.
We got a new puppy.
freaking cute.
His name is Phineas. He's another little French,
He's a little
French bulldog.
wiggle boy.
He's a little wiggle boy.
He
He's
is a
very
little
cute. And I
wiggle
love him very much. I'm gonna kiss his face when I get home.
His face all over his stupid face.
It's really weird. Humans are weird. We take little apex predators,
Yeah.
tiny little apex predators. We bring them into our home and we just
Yeah.
kiss their face and call them chips.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Humans are very weird.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's a weird thing to do. Anyway, who's next?
Megan.
I am ill, so I haven't really gone anywhere. I am Baroque.
You know what they say? If it isn't Baroque, don't fix it.
So if it is Baroque, fix it. I would love to fix it. Give me $1 million. Anyway, so I haven't really been like buying myself stuff, but I have been giving myself gifts. If you want to like get all philosophical with it.
That's yes.
Plead the fifth, Your Honor. Well, so
Times, that's pretty good.
so
One day.
right.
37.
Oh. Anyway,
He's just totally lost right now.
But that's okay. I'm here for a good time too, so you know. Your turn.
I was like, is nobody gonna touch that? Is nobody's gonna say anything?
Don't edit a single second of that silence. Anyway, continue.
Anyway,
Mhm.
I have been forcing myself to write.
Mhm.
I have been I went through I have a book of like Victorian flower language, like meanings and whatever. So I went through that and I picked out 30 of them. So every day in the month of April, I'm posting a little short fic about, whatever character I paired with that flower, and thematically there's the meanings of the flowers within the piece, and I've been doing that for 11 days now?
Cute.
Yeah, 11 days.
Oh.
Are you posting that on your Tumblr?
Yes, I'm posting it on my Tumblr, Kevin.
Sweet.
Anyway,
Do you want to share the or do you also post inappropriate things like
No.
buttholes and stuff?
I don't post
Are buttholes back on Tumblr? I thought I heard
No.
that.
No.
I thought I'd heard
back
that
on
Tumblr
Twitter.
was allowing like mild nudity again. after they
Mild, very
made
mild.
The world's worst decision by axing it.
Yeah, they did.
It's like, what do you think people are on Tumblr for?
Why do you think I'm here?
Memes and tibbies. That's
yeah,
it.
that's pretty much it. There are some really filthy things on Tumblr, but not like photos, more like
You posted
Reading.
on Friendster too.
reading and
Friendster?
Friendster.
What was
Wattpad.
yeah, was that the one that
Live journal.
Live journal, there it is.
Live journal.
Oh man. Yeah, so I've been doing that and
Nikki's
getting
like, haha, you guys are old.
No. I'm just.
Were you on Live Journal at all?
I was a sheltered child, so I wasn't on most things. Yeah,
I think
yeah.
I just
Yeah,
missed the live journal, but I was
probably.
for sure on MySpace. I lived on MySpace for a couple of years anyway. But so yeah, I've been basically forcing myself to write and get my creative juices flowing that way. Feeling really good about it because I haven't written much over the last year since my master's, since graduating from that. I have not written anything that I liked, anything that I would ever consider anywhere near good. So
Get that.
basically forcing myself into it and giving myself a challenge is my nerd grab.
Good.
So yeah.
I think you got a sound effect for that.
Give me applause, bitch. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I'd like to thank the Academy.
That was the music playing you off.
Play me off, Johnny.
Yeah.
And then it just stops.
Yeah.
Bad drummer.
Nikki.
Nerd grabs are spending poorly, buying cosplays, lots of cosplays. I've bought my 4th rogue costume now.
Classic.
Nice.
Yeah, because the other 2 were not up to snuff, and I sold the other one because I was upgrading. So next one should be here in 4 days. I ordered a new Domino cosplay. You're the first to hear that I'm cosplaying Domino.
I'm excited to see that.
Love
I'm excited about it too.
The bounty hunter Domino Harvey from that Keira Knightley movie, right?
No,
Ah.
sorry, no.
Wah, wah.
Wow. And
Oh,
Shinhati.
the better domino.
Yes, Shinhati from Ahsoka.
Because I am putting together Balin's soul.
Oh yeah.
Because I have,
You've
Yeah.
got the
Great.
I don't know if you've noticed, but a little bit of a Balin skull thing going on about the face and yeah.
See it.
So you and I are definitely going to need to
Absolutely.
get together and get some
Yes, you got it.
cool pick stuff going on.
Yes, for sure. Yes. So costumes, more costumes. I'm sure I've bought other things, but like I don't know.
like food and
Food, I
necessities.
guess. Yeah.
Doesn't count. Necessities don't count.
No.
Well, like I bought the recipe book of Batu from Galaxy's Edge cookbook.
I have a Star Wars cookbook.
That's new.
I have a Star Wars cookbook. Yeah.
I have Chewie on it with standing next to a stack of cookies.
Mine.
I
That's
I think I have a
good.
D&D cookbook.
Is there
Gilmore
chewy
Girls
cookies?
cookbook.
Huh?
Chewy cookies.
Mike,
Probably. I don't know. It's a picture. I can't tell if they're chewy or hard.
Awesome.
it's got 2 recipes: coffee and Pop Tarts. Anyway,
I don't know if this counts as a nerd. You call it nerd grabs?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I went to WonderCon, and so I don't know, a badge, is that a nerd grab?
Sure.
Yeah.
Cool. So I went to that. So I was
Going to a con, we definitely count as nerd grabs.
Oh yeah.
great.
Whole
Good.
con experience is a nerd grab.
So I was flying out of LAX. So I stopped by the car museum in LA and I got to see all sorts of cool cars. So I also grabbed a ticket and saw like the Mystery Machine
Sweet.
and Herbie. There's Herbie.
Love.
Herbie,
And the Knight Rider.
Oh, fuck yeah, Kit.
Kit.
Batmobile? Not Batmobile, excuse me, the
Bad cycle.
Cycle. But there was also the Batmobile. So that was pretty
Which
darn-
one?
The best one.
Michael Keaton one.
The Michael
Yes.
Keaton one?
Yes.
That is the best one.
Trying to find it. Lightning McQueen was there.
I do remember when they auctioned off one of those
Wow.
Batmobile things that some guy in Cincinnati won it, and he was mad because they forgot to tell him that it was just the shell. It wasn't the actual.
That
Sucks.
So there's the
Actually driving.
Jinx.
Oh, God, that's so sick.
Good looking Batmobile.
yeah,
It's the best looking Batmobile.
I have
absolutely.
to go watch Batman Returns. Oh my God.
One of my favorite Christmas movies.
Yeah,
I love it.
me too.
It's one of
Yeah.
my favorite Batman movies.
Yeah. Is that it? Oh, I got.
I probably. I don't know.
So I've been kind of on a nerd spending spree recently, but
Yeah,
not
boy.
like expensive stuff. Like cheap stuff. I'm like, not cheap. But anyways, at work, my buddy and I were talking about something, video games, Ninja Turtle stuff. And then somehow I found this website for t-shirts. And of course, they're like $6.99. So I had to buy 5 of them. So I got the one that I'm wearing now, which is a Deadpool one. I got an Aerosmith Aero Force One, a la Wayne's World.
Awesome.
I got one that just says "I love tacos" and it has a picture of taco on it. I got one that just says "Kale" across it.
Like Yale.
What's the name of my company? Kale Win.
I know,
Yeah, okay.
but also
But yeah, it's also like Yale. Yes, it's written in the same way. I got an Average Joe's T-shirt,
Nice.
and what was the other one?
Globo Gym Purple Doors.
No, how many was that?
I thought that was 5.
Was that 5? Tacos. That's one. Aerosmith. Average Joe's. Kale. Yeah, okay, that was 5. Yeah. So I bought those. Through that little Timo thing. Some stupid shit. But it only cost me like $30. So I don't even
So
care.
I just got a shitty shirt from Temu. It's horrible. I will only wear it to very specific
I
functions.
love it.
But it's in the Doom, the old Doom font. But it just says "cum,"
Like
C-U-M, cum. But it's in the Doom, the old Doom logo font from the 90s. Why I feel I needed that, I don't know. But as soon as I saw it, I'm like, this is the greatest shirt I've ever seen.
I need it.
I need it. I'll probably only wear it to like party night at conventions,
Right.
Yeah.
just so that people know I like to party.
Right. Clearly. Because you have a shirt that says "come" on it.
In the Doom font.
I found an old T-shirt that was my cold ass honky T-shirt. But I'm like, is this appropriate to wear anymore? Can I wear a cold ass honky t-shirt?
Yeah, of course you can.
I don't know. It's just like,
You're okay.
I guess I am.
I do have the
Cold ass.
I know. I
Okay.
okay.
Fresh Prince of Saiyans, and it's a picture of Vegeta dressed up like Will Smith.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one I got.
And then the one that arrived today, which I was very happy about,
It's very snug though.
is my Sabine Wren pistol.
Ooh.
It's got a
Some assembly required.
some assembly required, but it actually like pops forward, so you can load it like in
Dope.
Ahsoka when she reloads her gun.
Cool.
When she did that, I was like, I need that gun. And so Etsy, my favorite shopping
I was gonna say.
area ever. Thank you.
I was wondering what that was.
Found
Makes
that.
sense.
I also bought. There's another shop on Etsy that I frequent that sells 3D printed lightsaber hilts for very, very cheap, like $12.
Sure.
And the set for Ahsoka, her original set,
Mm-hmm.
was like 15. So I bought those.
Nice.
And I already have a Madundi.
Coyote Mundi.
Yeah, him. I have his, which I just recently painted.
Ooh. Send me a link.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think a Balin one.
Um,
I think I might get an actual one with electronics from
yeah, these ones don't.
or something like that. Oh, I know it doesn't, but it'd still be nice to have. Just
These ones are just
Custom
like
hilts.
ones that I want, but I don't want to buy ones that need necessarily light up.
yeah.
So as part of my
Get you.
collection,
I feel you.
yeah. So
What you putting down?
there's probably more stuff, but I don't remember what it is. I got a new soundboard.
That's so cool.
Just referenced the soundboard and didn't even use the soundboard.
Oh God.
I told you that
That was loud.
I told you
Really
not to
loud.
press that one.
Mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, go Kevin.
Where's the applause button?
Still. I thought it. Yeah.
Been paying attention.
Yeah. This one. Hey, Peter Sparker. Because he uses that noise.
Yeah.
I actually just watched Homecoming.
DJ air horn.
Yeah. So there's probably other stuff. Can't think of it right now.
Still got to get one on there that goes, Mr. Black.
I know. I do. I haven't programmed it yet. It is programmable. I will get around to it eventually. Yeah. It's complicated.
I'll do it. Okay.
The thing does so many things. You could hook your phone up to it. You could play the fucking sound.
Yeah.
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 I'll figure that out. Or Bluetooth to it because it also has Bluetooth.
There's Bluetooth too.
It does. Bluetooth right there.
Bluetooth.
Bluetooth, cell phone,
Bluetooth.
USB.
Bluetooth.
You can do all sorts of things. I think that there's got to be more.
I mean, technically,
I mean, there is. There's comic books that
yeah,
I see that.
yeah.
Nikki has brought.
KS.
God, do I remember my Tumblr login info? Jesus Christ.
I don't remember mine. That's it. I'm sure.
Sorry.
Hey, by the way,
Real one.
Oh.
Catfish one.
somehow when my phone updated, I can't get into the best threesome ever
TikTok.
TikTok.
Oh, weird.
That's okay. I haven't sent you anything to post.
Because the last one I posted was that.
Not that I'm saying that I have to send you things to post.
You don't.
Although I should.
The last one I did got pretty good numbers on it.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I like that one. That's funny.
A couple of followers from it, and ones that don't appear to be just bots either. So that's nice.
Ooh.
Oh,
Mine are all porn bots usually that like
Yeah,
mine
all the time. All the time.
all the time.
But like we seem to have gotten some legitimate followers from that last one.
Yay! All right, we want to do this.
Ah,
We're gonna
ah.
record this. It's gonna
So-
be multimedia here.
Multimedia.
Oh, that's a photo. That's not video, Nick. You
Mhm.
dumbass.
Okay, boomer.
Go ahead. We're going.
I think my audio disconnected. I can't hear.
Oh,
You
I
can't.
can hear you.
Oh, now I can hear.
Oh, there you go.
Great.
Hello.
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 Great.
Hello.
Great.
Oh no, you cut out again. We all did.
Oh, what?
Oh,
Yeah.
Real?
I can't hear me anymore now.
I could hear everyone just
I
fine.
can hear everyone just fine.
Oh, there we go.
Maybe it's just sensitive.
Oh,
Yeah.
Maybe it's these old ass
Oh.
cables. I
Maybe.
assume you didn't replace those.
No, I did not.
no. There's still
So this is my test one because it's all So this is going to be for the followers. You guys can do a giveaway or something. I don't know because it's dinged up. So we're going to color on this. Does anyone else want to sign it? Like with
We should all sign
my-
it.
Should.
That's my variety of
Absolutely.
markers because I don't know what's going to work on this.
Yeah, we'll figure out a way to give it
Smiley
up.
faces, coloring, whatever.
Give it away. Give it away. Give it
This
away
is-
now.
This is yours.
Yeah. What? Explain this cover again.
Yeah. So this is my Nathan Zerdy variant cover of The Fall of the House of X. And this is the cover for the best threesome ever.
Yay!
Hey.
Awesome.
So yeah, it doesn't look bad. It's like actually kind of on there.
Yeah.
Do I try gold or do we do silver?
I'll do a gold one on there.
There's a gold for you.
Like a copper that I did. Here, pass it over. Puff pass.
Wait, you did
Well,
copper?
Yeah, I did that copper. one.
You know, from this angle, my office looks like it's clean.
From way up here.
Oh, a nerd grab. I did sell my old power gloves.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Or no, you said that.
I
I
did
don't
sell
know.
it. I said it. We were playing D&D.
Oh yeah,
That D&D thing that
that
we
thing.
did. Nerds.
Yeah.
Kevin's writing a novel. It's kid.
Oh, God. So picky.
Oh, look at you. You drew a cute little face. That's
Did.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know where to sign it.
Anywhere. Where do you think your followers are going to appreciate the best of the threesome?
Well, Megan already took.
Megan took the tushy. I went more towards the
Kitty.
testicle area.
For sure. I mean, you could sign right on the suit. Why not?
Yeah.
Like,
You signed like
man.
right on her boobs.
yeah, do it.
Just up her stummy.
Yeah. Here, do you want to?
Yeah,
Yeah, thanks. This is getting complicated.
This is fun. I'm having fun.
I'm trying not to like Blair Witch the camera here.
Okay. I don't know.
Not that one. That one's garbage.
Garbage.
It's garbage.
Fuck you, marker.
Yeah,
I
marker.
don't. What should I?
One.
Pick one.
We're gonna do gold.
No,
Pick one. Sloppy cat.
draw on it for fun. Draw a smiley face. Draw a penis. We got all the space.
Where are you gonna sign it?
I don't know. Wherever you don't sign it.
Classic.
Yeah.
Answer.
We should have pre-planned this a little bit better.
No.
Nah, we're way better off the cuff.
It's
Yeah.
true. I'll just sign it right. We'll do a smiley face with a tongue sticking out.
Ooh,
Gosh.
you bad.
It's next to Kevin's smiley face with. Is he like fish hooking himself or what?
Oh, it's just a really big toothy grin.
Oh, gosh, a big toothy grin.
Those are just his teethers.
God. Megan, of course, did a little heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually usually turn the K of my name into a heart as well.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh.
I kind of did it, but I did my K a little different than I normally do.
Right.
I usually, when I do my actual autograph, I never actually sign my first name. It's just a blur. Well, thanks, bud.
Well, that goes with the thing.
Oh, that does go with the thing.
So you're welcome, I guess.
Sure. You guys get a bonus smiley face too.
Ooh.
3 whole smiley faces.
Yeah.
No.
And we will, I don't know, auction it off, give it away. I don't know. We'll figure it out what to do with
We
it.
can do like a little.
I mean,
Give it away, give it away, give it away now.
Yeah. And now this is yours. What would you like to what do we like? Do we like this one?
You surprise us.
Okay, great. Do
Dealer's choice.
you want me to put anything on it or just my signature?
Whatever you would like.
I am
It's just going to hang in the office
great.
with all the other wonderful autographs that we have here of our famous people. Ah.
Now I'm jealous because I need to get one now.
What, a wall of famous people?
No, the copy of that
Oh.
cute ass little comic right there.
Well, aren't you going to be somewhere where you're signing more comics?
Yeah, I'll be at SpringCon, May 18th.
SpringCon.
SpringCon.
The
Local little con. I'm the guest cosplayer. Ayo.
Be there or be square.
Which
except in this case, since it's all nerds, be there and be square.
Which is funny because that was the first place that I met Nikki because I loved her Harley Quinn cosplay. And that was many years ago.
And I obviously first met her on the set of our little film,
Yeah.
but I know for a fact we've passed each other many a time at convention. Like a couple of gunslingers, cute. Cute.
Adorbs.
Yay.
Let it dry. I'm sure it's plenty dry, but you know.
You never know.
There we go. I'm going to post that video somewhere.
For sure.
My handy little cam thing.
Handy cam.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap this up. I got
Yeah.
places to be.
I got things to do.
I got nothing.
I got nothing. Nikki, you got some places you're going to be or things you want to promote?
So I'll be at C2E2 April 26th. April 26th through 28th. And then SpringCon is May 18th. And I think that's like the next couple of things I have coming up. Oh, I'll also be at April 13th. Mind's Eye Comic has a comic shop reopening
Burnsville.
in Burnsville.
Mm.
So there's a guest comic writer who will be there 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And I don't show up till later because I have a stupid day job. So I'll be there in the afternoon. Hopefully, supposedly.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's your ads if people want to look at you?
Yeah, I'm Kola Bear Cosplay. That's Kola with a K. Instagram, Facebook, X, and TikTok.
And make sure you know it's cola, not koala.
Yeah.
Kola Bear, like Coca-Cola, but Kola with a K.
Kola.
Yeah. It's a completely confusing name, and I
my-
thought that was fun, but it's
God, you
not.
make such a cute Nuka-Cola girl.
Thank you. I'm planning it.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
yeah.
I was just thinking like
Yeah,
Coca-Cola.
that's literally why I was like, if I'm going to be a cola girl, I'm going to be like, look, I'm cola. Cola. And they know. Yeah. They need to know how to pronounce my name. Thank you.
What's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't wondering.
No high five sound here. There we go. Oh.
Oh, that's
Yeah, I was like a pow.
I was gonna say there should be a pow. Like, damn.
And they never said it. It was just a caption with the noise like that.
quack.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Flubbert?
Exactly.
Steve?
Steve.
Oh god.
We've completely lost.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
There's probably something else going on. I can't remember anymore. Trying to be more active on socials, but it's
Hard.
tiring.
It is so
It's a lot.
fucking exhausting.
Hashtagging shit.
By the time this episode comes out, Winners You should be back on.
Yay!
Hey.
Hey.
Also, youtube.com/@awinnerisYou because you have to add that stupid @ now.
You do?
You do.
Oh,
I know.
stupid.
Yeah.
Dumb. I don't have anything.
I got nothing.
Well, Z-Fest is coming up. I guess that's something that's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in a couple films. You're in one.
Yeah. Might be flying to California next year to film a pilot.
Might be. Yeah. That's at Warner Brothers Studios.
Yep.
Your fight.
Yeah. They're
Oh.
Fight
Fight monkeys.
Yeah. It's like a pre-pilot. It's a conception film.
Yeah,
is what
like
they call
a-
it. A concept film.
Nice.
So yeah. But if it picks up, it's because it's for a streaming series, then we'll be the
Yeah. We'll supposedly be the
People.
crew. So
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So that'll be fun. And we're filming one this summer up in Nissawa.
yeah, how about this one we're doing?
Yeah. Be fun. We play like semi-leads, not the leads, but lead bad guys.
Leadish.
Leadish bad guys.
Yeah.
Swedish bad
Co-chief.
guys?
Co-chief.
Co-chief.
Co-chief resident.
Co-chief resident bad guys.
Swedish bad guys?
It was fun. If you want to follow it, it's actually on Facebook called Orion21. It's on. I think you can find it. I think it's Orion21 Film Project on Facebook. Local guy, been writing it for years. Decided he wanted to make it. Very fun guy to work with. Big nerd, love it. And he's been working with us for the past few weeks, and will continue to work with us for the next few weeks until we film. And his crew and his cast are a lot of fun, and they soaking it up. We played with knives last time, and
Yeah, I was sad I missed that one.
yeah, this weekend is drill sergeant weekend, so
It's gonna be fun. Can't wait.
I'm not calling him sick to work. Might bleep that part out, but I definitely am calling him sick to work that day. because I want to be there. So yeah, it'll be fun. And this is a new thing that Lee has started, and Lee and I have talked about for years about doing, and so the whole Fight Monkeys thing is a lot of fun. We're hoping it'll really take off and be something, because there's nothing like this in Minnesota. Anyways,
So, we hope this becomes a thing, because it's nice being active,
right, and doing stuff with your friends.
Yeah.
I promise people are talking about it.
Yeah. Well, apparently they're talking about my tattoo to you, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, you're Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause they're like, I know this guy that's got this Harley Quinn tattoo.
Yeah, I know that
You
guy.
really like him.
I do, in
Funny
fact.
story.
Yeah.
He is,
like
in
him.
fact, swell.
Yes,
He is.
yes.
He is swell and
Delightful.
swole sometimes. Anyways, all right. This has been Best Threesome Ever, episode 174. Brought to you by Jaybird Wines. I'm Nick.
I'm Megan.
I'm Kevin.
And I'm Nikki.
And we will see you next time.
See ya.
The views held here by the nerds of Best Threesome Ever do not directly reflect the views of nerds everywhere.